What it is, world? Appreciate you for clicking on the video. Holy Ghost Gaming here, and right now we about to get at Warframe. But before we do that, if y'all could show me some love, damn it, by throwing me a thumbs up or subscribing, the kid would appreciate it. So, Warframe. Some people consider this to be the best free-to-play game on the market. It's got a really good free-to-play model, all updates are free, everything can be earned in-game with no money required, but your ass will be grinding a lot. But, as for me, do I think it's the best? You hear the skepticism in my voice. I don't know. That may belong to Path of Exile, but I'll let y'all decide that in the comments below. So let's get into it. So real quick, for the people who don't know what Warframe is, let me break it down to you real quick. You're a space ninja, you shoot, you loot, and you wait a day for your item to build, and you repeat the process. Now you can nab this game on PC and console, literally every console, but I do have a petty gripe. I always have a petty gripe, and that's because there is no cross-platform or account migration. That is super whack. Why? Here's why. I've got a Mastery Rank 24 on console, well over 2,000 hours, and I want to switch and play on PC, but I can't. So now, I have to start all over, and I'm only at rank 12. And I find it hard to keep grinding because I've done all that before. Not to mention, PC gets their updates before console. Now, the devs have been better about getting the updates out faster to console, but there have been times where there's like a month and a half before console catches up. And to all the PC players that's gonna hit me with that, well, you're lucky you don't get the updates first because they're broken and there's a ton of bugs and hot fixes, all y'all can miss me with that, because I believe that ruins it for the console players not being able to be a part of the new experience at the same time. That's whack. But enough of that. So after that intense gripe, you're probably wondering, well, what makes people consider this one of the best free-to-play games? Truth is, this game has a lot of content to offer, but I put that in context because half of the community says there's not enough content and the other half says there's plenty content. But that's a discussion for another day. One of the many things this game does well is its warframes. There are well over 60 different frames and their prime variants you can play with. Funny thing about this is that even though there are 60 frames, I have a friend who only plays one frame, which is mag. Why? When you have so many other frames you can play? I don't know. I've been trying to answer that question for years. But continuing on, all these warframes are equipped with different playstyles and their own unique abilities and perks, not to mention customizing them how you want, which leads me into modding. Modding is essentially just beefing up your warframe to stupid, ridiculous levels of strength that pretty much makes the game trivial for you, which is something I'll be getting into later. Now, you've heard about how strong you can get your warframes and the heights that they can get to, but we haven't even talked about the weaponry. There are over 300 different type of weapons to choose from shotguns to assault rifles to swords to pistols to whips. But enough of that. Modding ain't the only thing you can do in the game. This game's got spaceships that you can pilot with your friends to do space missions, 2 large open world planets to explore, quests to do, and a fairly large tile set to complete. And you do got the little things such as fishing and hunting, but we ain't really here for that. But really, there are a lot of other little things that you can do in this game, but I'd be here forever, so that's just the gist of it. Oh, there is PvP as well, but who does that anyway? So, moving on. Now, even though people consider this to be the best free-to-play game, or one of the best free-to-play games on the market, it still has its flaws, or downsides I should say. For me, it's the way they time gate you, and encourage you to buy platinum, which, for those who don't know, is a premium currency. Now, in this game, you will do a lot of crafting, and everything takes real-world time to craft. And one of the worst feelings in the world is grinding for hours, sometimes days, to get all of the pieces to build a warframe. Not only does each warframe have 3 individual pieces to build, which takes 12 hours, but after that, you have to wait another 72 hours just so it can be finished. That's basically 4 days. This is where platinum comes into play, because you can buy it and finish your Warframe immediately. But last time I checked, this was a console game, not a mobile game. That's something that I would expect from Clash of Clans, building a level 10 fortress or something. Now, don't get me wrong, I understand that this is a free-to-play game, and the devs have to make their money. But hell, there are other ways to monetize us. Make cosmetics a little more expensive. Raise the price on the Warframes if people want to buy them outright. If I could just segue for a sec, I think about a game, Path of Exile, where it's a free-to-play game and they have a cash shop. Everything on that cash shop is cosmetics. But if you look at the price, it's expensive. It is donkey expensive. But people buy them anyway because the game is good. My thing is, nothing in this game should take more than 24 hours to build. But another not so bright spot of the game is the difficulty. Once you get some decent mods, this game becomes trivial. It's so easy it's stupid. You don't even have to think to play this game. The enemies have no mechanics, no tactics, don't take cover, they're just dumb. The devs try to make the game more difficult by adding immunity to enemies or taking your powers away temporarily, but it's artificial difficulty. I feel that there is no real thought into how they can genuinely make the game more difficult. Anytime I want a challenge, I have to go and do a survival mission and stay in there for at least 3 hours because of the enemy scaling. I should not have to play this game for 3 hours straight just to get some type of challenge. You allow all these Warframes to be able to get super strong for what? But whatever. Now, I have a lot more things that I could say, but I'm not here to beat up on the game. So this is my last thing. And that's the lore, or the story if you will. The mainline story quest in this game is really good, but it takes way too long for them to come out with it, for the content not even to last an hour. Last time we seen a storyline update was over a year ago. They've been teasing it to come out and it still hasn't came out yet. Another big thing about this is every Warframe that they release now has no mission to go with it, which is unfortunate because they used to release these Warframes with missions to go with them, to give you some type of story or insight on where this Warframe came from. And some of these designs on the Warframes are so crazy and just dope that it's a missed opportunity that they're just releasing them for people to just go farm or buy with no real storyline behind them. And that's just another thing that I think they could do better. Alright, so now that I'm done giving Warframe a black eye, what are my thoughts on the game? I do myself think it is one of the best free-to-play games on the market. I'd be lying if I said it's not one of my favorites. I've put hours into this game, thousands of hours. More hours than I think I've put in any other game that I've played. But the truth is, this game should be way better than it currently is. I feel that this game has no limits, but the devs themselves are what's hindering the game from really breaking out. And that's left a lot of people in the community bitter, or they just stop playing altogether. But for the people who do want to give this game a try, I truly think you will enjoy the game. The game can be great, and everybody should give it a try. Hell, it's one of my favorite games, but I'll leave that up to you. But guys, that's all I got for you in this video. Once again, this is Holy Ghost Gaming. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, damn it, and subscribe. Y'all take care, and I'll catch you in the next video.